May is National Speech Language Hearing Month globally around the world. 1.5 billion people live with some degree of hearing loss, and there are ways to navigate this condition. So joining me right now are audiologist Dr. Sarah Kate Fisher along with patient Melissa Musgrove. Good morning to you both, ladies. How you doing today?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good.
I'm doing good.
Wonderful. Happy to have you all here and talking about a condition that to me was even a shock to see how many people are affected globally, of course, but there are some things that we can talk about locally that are available to help patients. So Dr. Fisher, I want to start with you. Why is it so important to dedicate awareness to hearing loss specifically?
I feel like hearing loss is one of the most common invisible diseases that we have. So many people don't realize that they have hearing loss until it gets to be quite severe because of how gradual it is. So most people take many years before the time that they start to notice a little bit of difficulty by the time that they actually get their hearing evaluated.
And I know that can be scary when you're at a point where you're like, oh my gosh, is it too late? I don't know what to do. Now, Ms. Musgrove, I want to ask you, as a patient, looking back, what were some of those early signs, though, of hearing loss that you had that you might not have recognized at the time?
Well, you know, your children will say, Mom. I've already said that, but it's really, you can hear what people are saying, but you can't distinguish what they're saying. And you just think, if they just enunciate, I could understand. Well, it's a hearing loss. That's what hearing loss is.
Yeah, and sometimes you might think, you know, because my grandmother, I will be honest with you, she is in a state where she cannot hear, and she's at a point where even doctors at one point told her there's nothing we can really do, you know, it's too far gone. And it's just that repetition of, well, I said that already, you know, and it's because it's your elders, you think if you just say it a little louder, you're just being respectful, and then you don't take it as, oh my gosh, this is a hearing loss situation we're dealing with.
Yes.
So, and Dr. Fisher, hearing aid technology, though, has indeed come a long way, and that's one of the immediate things people might think about. So can you tell us about how that works?
Yeah, so hearing aids don't just make things louder. The idea is that we're trying to make things more clear. So one of the things that I always have patients say is, wow, I didn't realize how discreet, how small the hearing aids can have been. And oh, I didn't think about them being rechargeable now. I don't have to fiddle with batteries. And oh, they can work with my cell phone. That's great. And when it comes to hearing loss that gets to be so severe that hearing aids aren't an option for them anymore, we do have a surgeon in town that does cochlear implantation. And I'm one of the few audiologists in North Alabama that works with adults for cochlear implant programming. So there's options for just about everybody now with hearing loss.
Well, that's really good to hear. And you were saying even working with the phones, I mean, technology has come such a long way, and I would imagine that even encourages patients to kind of jump to those options and then know that it won't be a disruption to your everyday life.
Absolutely. So we've noticed a little less likelihood of people losing their hearing aids because they're putting them in the charger when they're not wearing them, but also more people are wearing them for more hours because even if they're home alone, you know, younger patients are going to be scrolling on their phone or listening to an audiobook, and they can do that with their hearing aids in.
Ms. Musgrove, I want to talk to you again as a patient. You know, how have these resources really helped you in your day-to-day life?
You know, hearing is about communication. And so I'm a communicator. I want to be able to talk to people. I want to understand what they say. And I don't want to recede into the background because I think, well, you know, it's so annoying to say, excuse me, can you say that again? So if I can hear, then I can be part of the party.
That part, and that's really important, to feel included in a part of your surroundings and environment. And I know there are a lot of people out there that still might be on the fence a little bit, but what would you say to encourage someone who knows they might be experiencing some hearing loss?
Yes, I certainly understand that reticence to do anything about it, but I'm telling you, it is an adjustment to learn to use your hearing aids effectively, but your world changes. And again, it's all about being able to communicate.
I know your family is excited about that as well. It probably just, you know, makes everyone feel uplifted.
Well, you can be part of the community then.
Yeah. Absolutely. So Dr. Fisher, we have a few more seconds. If someone is interested in getting some of these resources, getting research about a hearing aid, how can they reach out to the office?
So they can call, they can email us, or they can even schedule an appointment on our website.
Perfect. And you guys already know we've got those next steps for you available on our As Seen on Day to Day page. All you have to do is go on there and click that link. Thank you all so much for coming in and spreading this awareness this month. Very important.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.